We got to allow our attorneys to be able to access the documents and be able to have that and freely operate and conduct business. But at the same time, we have to kind of CYA for the firm.
I think the biggest security threats are all policy issues internal to the firm, in terms of requiring people to have passwords on their devices, requiring people to use strong passwords, requiring people to use best practices when they set this up.
It's less about technology than it is about having people infrastructure in place. We were one of the first firms that had a formal security function inside IT.
I think the biggest IT challenges from a security perspective really come from the fact that mobile devices are really starting to get a big hold, or I suppose already have a big hold, and it's deepening. The FBI over the last year or so has held a couple of sessions for law firms to make sure that they're aware that they're starting to become targets for folks who've realized that the law firm might be an easier way to get data about a company than going at the company itself.
Yes, there are threats directed at law firms in terms of hacking. Whether you can stop that or not, I don't know. I mean, you can do everything you can. You can set firewalls and you can set mobile or set monitoring and try to prohibit that as much as you can. But I think your biggest risk is a user not being evil, but just not thinking through something they're going to do.
You can safeguard all your information, and senior partner A will be talking to senior partner B at a cocktail party and disclose much more information that's confidential than your system will. But I think most of it is the continuing education to the end user about what it really means to secure. You have all these people with these mobile devices. They hand them to their children. You know, they use it for work, and yet their kids are playing with it.
Lost and stolen devices. That's one of my biggest challenges right there. I mean, our iPhones, we lock them down. We have a policy set in place where you have to put in a code if the device isn't in use in 3 minutes. The biggest concern we have is mostly people leaving their passwords laying around or leaving their information. You know, say they have a laptop, they're coming in through Citrix, having everything on a Post-it note sitting right there on the keyboard. That's definitely a concern.
One of the things that we do, is anytime that we have that mobility kind of product, it's always very, very secure in terms of, like share file, it's encryption. So everything is like encrypted.
The reality of it is, if you are specifically targeted by a good hacker, they're going to find some way to get in, and usually it's by social engineering. It's not even by the IT side of the house. So security is just more of a human issue than it is an IT issue, in my opinion.